Every single year, when the temperature climbs past dangerous levels, thousands of older adults end up in the emergency room, and many of them never make it back home. And the terrifying part is that almost none of them saw it coming, because heat does not attack the way we expect it to. It does not announce itself with pain. The way a heart attack does, it creeps in quietly through small everyday mistakes that feel completely harmless until suddenly they are not. If you or someone you love is over the age of 60, you need to hear every single word of what I am about to share. Because today, I am walking you through the 5 mistakes that turn a normal summer afternoon into a life-threatening emergency. And mistake number 3 is the one almost every family makes without even realizing it. So stay with me, because by the end of this video you will know exactly how to protect yourself and the people you love this heatwave season. Before we go further, I am Dr. Watsun, and this channel is dedicated to helping you and your family live longer, safer, and healthier lives, especially through the years when your body needs a little more care and attention. If that sounds like something you want for yourself or for your parents, then hit that subscribe button right now. Because every week we bring you information that could genuinely save a life, and this video might be the most important one you watch all year. Let us start with the first mistake. And it is one that feels like common sense, but it is actually one of the most dangerous habits during a heat wave. And that mistake is relying on thirst as your warning sign. Most of us grew up believing that if we are not thirsty, then we are not dehydrated. But as the body ages, the thirst mechanism becomes far less reliable. The signals that once told a 30-year-old brain, "I need water," immediately become weak and delayed in someone who is 70 or 80 years old. This means an older adult can be moderately or even severely dehydrated while feeling almost no urge to drink. And once dehydration sets in during extreme heat, the blood becomes thicker. The heart has to work harder to pump it through the body, and blood pressure can drop suddenly, leading to dizziness, fainting, or worse. In some cases, this silent dehydration is what quietly sets the stage for heat stroke long before any obvious symptoms appear. The fix is simple, but it requires discipline. Drink water on a schedule, not on a feeling set. Reminders every hour. Keep a bottle within arm's reach, and if you are caring for an older parent, do not ask, "Are you thirsty?" Instead, simply hand them a glass of water and encourage them to sip it throughout the day. The second mistake is dressing for comfort instead of dressing for safety. Many older adults, especially those who feel cold, easily continue to wear long sleeves, layers, or dark-colored clothing even when the temperature outside is dangerously high. Dark fabrics absorb heat instead of reflecting it, and tight or heavy clothing traps warmth against the skin, preventing the body from cooling itself properly through sweat evaporation. This might not sound like a big deal, but when the body cannot release heat efficiently, the internal temperature can climb rapidly. And once core temperature rises past a certain point, confusion, rapid heartbeat, and organ stress can begin within a very short window of time. The solution is to choose loose-fitting, lightweight, and light-colored clothing that allows air to circulate and heat to escape. Natural fabrics like cotton tend to breathe better than synthetic materials. And if you notice a loved one bundling up on a scorching day, gently guide them toward lighter clothing. Because during a heat wave, what feels cozy can actually become a hidden danger. Now here comes the third mistake, and this is the one that catches almost every family off guard. And that mistake is continuing to take medications exactly as prescribed without adjusting for extreme heat. Many common medications, including certain blood pressure pills, diuretics, antihistamines, and even some antidepressants, can interfere with the body's natural cooling process. Some medications reduce sweating, others affect blood flow to the skin, and some increase the risk of dehydration, all of which make the body far more vulnerable to heat-related illness. This does not mean you should ever stop taking your medication without speaking to your doctor. But it does mean you need to be aware that certain prescriptions can quietly increase your risk during a heat wave. And this is exactly why families need to have a conversation with their doctor or pharmacist before summer temperatures spike. Ask directly, Does this medication increase heat? Sensitivity, should fluid intake be adjusted? Are there warning signs I should watch for? This single conversation could be the difference between a manageable summer and a medical emergency. And if you found this insight helpful, make sure you are subscribed, because we cover these overlooked health risks every single week. The fourth mistake is underestimating how dangerous indoor heat can be. Many people assume that heat-related emergencies only happen to those who are outside working in the sun or exercising in extreme temperatures. But the truth is that a large number of heat-related hospitalizations and deaths happen indoors in homes. Without proper cooling, older adults are especially vulnerable here, because many live on fixed incomes and hesitate to run air conditioning due to cost concerns. Others live in older homes with poor insulation or in upper-floor apartments that trap heat throughout the day. The danger is that indoor heat builds up slowly, and without a visible source like the sun, it can feel deceptively safe, even as the room becomes an oven. This is why it is critical to use fans strategically. Keep blinds and curtains closed during peak sun hours. Use cool, damp cloths on the neck and wrists. And if air conditioning is not available, spending even a few hours a day in a cooled public space, like a library or a shopping center, can dramatically reduce the risk if you are caring for a parent or elderly neighbor. Check in on them. Not just on hot days outside, but especially on humid nights when indoor temperatures remain elevated long after the sun goes down. And now, the fifth and final mistake, and this might be the most overlooked one of all, and that is ignoring the early warning signs of heat exhaustion because they seem too mild to worry about. Symptoms like slight dizziness, a mild headache, unusual tiredness, or a bit of nausea are often brushed aside as simply feeling a little off. But these are the body's first distress signals, and if they are ignored, they can rapidly progress into heat stroke, a medical emergency, where the body's internal temperature rises to dangerous levels, affecting the brain, the heart, and other vital organs. One of the most important signs to watch for is a change in mental clarity, confusion, sudden irritability, or difficulty. Answering simple questions in an older adult during hot weather should be treated as a medical emergency and not brushed off as just tiredness. If you notice any of these signs, move the person to a cool area. Immediately offer water if they are alert and able to drink, and seek medical attention without delay, because with heat stroke, every single minute truly matters. Now, before we go any further, I want to be very clear that this video is for educational purposes only, and it is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always speak with your doctor about your specific health conditions and medications, especially before making any changes based on general information online. Everybody's body responds differently, and only a medical professional who knows your full health history can guide you safely. So let us quickly recap the 5 mistakes that could turn a summer day into a health emergency: relying on thirst instead of a hydration schedule, dressing for comfort instead of safety, continuing medications without adjusting for heat sensitivity, underestimating indoor heat risks, and ignoring early warning signs of heat exhaustion. Each one of these seems small on its own, but together they represent the exact pattern that leads to thousands of preventable heat-related hospitalizations every single year. And the encouraging part is that every single one of these mistakes is completely avoidable, once you know what to watch for. If you found this video valuable, I want you to do something for me right now. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because this channel is built specifically for people like you, people who care deeply about staying healthy, staying independent, and protecting the people they love every single week. We break down real practical health information that you will not find anywhere else. Information that could help you avoid a hospital visit, protect your parents, or simply feel more confident about your health as you age. Subscribing costs nothing, but it could genuinely make a difference in your life or in the life of someone you care about. So please take 3 seconds right now and hit that button, because our community is growing every single day, and I want you to be part of it. If you have an older parent, a grandparent, or a neighbor who lives alone, please consider sharing this video with them, because sometimes the people who need this information the most are the ones least likely to search for it themselves. A simple text message or a phone call, sharing what you learned today could be the thing that keeps them safe this summer. I also want you to think about your own home right now as you are watching this. Is there a parent or grandparent who tends to dismiss the heat? Is there someone who still wears long sleeves out of habit? Is there someone taking medication who has never actually discussed heat sensitivity with their doctor? These are the quiet blind spots that lead to emergencies. And today you have the chance to close every single one of them. Heat waves are becoming more frequent and more intense with each passing year. And that means the risks we have talked about today are not going away anytime soon, if anything. They are becoming more relevant with every summer that passes, which is exactly why staying informed is not optional. It is essential, especially for those of us who are older, or who are caring for someone who is. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Your health and the health of your loved ones matters deeply, and that is exactly why this channel exists. If this video helped you even a little, please give it a thumbs up because it truly helps this information reach more families who need to hear it. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these 5 mistakes surprised you the most. Or if there is a topic you want me to cover in a future video, I read every single comment and your input genuinely shapes what we create next. Stay cool, stay hydrated, stay informed, and most importantly, stay safe. I will see you in the next video where we continue this journey toward a longer, healthier, and more confident life together. Take care of yourself and take care of each other.